What's up, everybody? Just had to turn my air off. This is my RAW Phoenix review, of course. This was the Raw after Money in the Bank 2016, where we had Dean Ambrose, the new WWE champion. Very happy for Dean Ambrose. The guy deserves excuse me, the guy deserves it. Very happy he's champion. Now I'm going to read my Twitter poll I put out asking everybody to rate tonight's Raw Phoenix show. 38% gave it a A. 27% gave it a B. 31% gave it a C. And 4% gave Raw Phoenix a D. I would say tonight's show was... we had the Wyatt's return, Ambrose as champion. That was good to kick off the show. What else happened? Sasha Banks, of course. Sasha Banks, one of my favorites. Currently my #1 favorite women's wrestler. Sasha Banks returned. So for that, I would say tonight's Raw was a B+. Because the main event was pretty good, and Sasha Banks returning. Also, we had the Wyatt family return, and they had a pretty entertaining segment. Didn't last long with the New Day. So, thanks for voting on my rate tonight's Raw Phoenix poll. Thanks for voting so far. 38% is winning, and they thought it was an A. Now on to my Raw review, which started off, of course, with Dean Ambrose kicking off the show, coming in a taxi, getting out of the taxi, taking his bags out, and then the taxi starts driving away. And then he goes, hey, stop. I forgot my title. He forgot his WWE Championship was laying in the backseat of the taxi. So he gets the taxi to stop, gets his title out of the taxi, puts it over his shoulder, the crowd pops, crowd's excited. And Phoenix, I think Ambrose is wearing a leather jacket outside. Or Phoenix is hot as hell right now. It's like over 100 degrees, or at least they're having record heat during the day. I don't know how hot it gets at night. Probably, I don't know, probably 80s or 90s. I couldn't live in Phoenix or Vegas. That heat is too much for me. I hate really hot weather. I hate it. I can deal with it for like 4 months, but more than that, I hate hot weather. Anyways, I'd rather actually live in cold weather throughout the year because I don't like sweating and stuff like that. So, as I said, kicked off with Dean Ambrose coming in a taxi, almost leaving his WWE Championship in the taxi. And then it would have been kind of funny if he started Raw and he came out in front of the live crowd, if he would have came out without the championship and would have said, you're wondering where my championship is? Well, I forgot it and left it in a taxi, and the WWE Championship is somewhere in Phoenix going on a ride by itself. That would have been pretty funny, I thought, if he would have done that. But they didn't do that. They had Ambrose come out with the title because he's a new champion. The guy got huge pop when his music hit, did Dean Ambrose. And then the crowd starts chanting, you deserve it, you deserve it. And I agree, he really does deserve it. He's busted his ass before WWE. He's busted his ass in the WWE. He's waited his turn. And his turn didn't come until Roman Reigns failed as a champion. No, if you're a Roman fan, that's okay. I don't hate Roman. And you can't wrestle chants need to stop at Roman Reigns. That's just stupidity by a couple fans. Anyways, Ambrose, the guy's done everything he's been asked to. He's waiting in line. He was the third and final Shield member to win the WWE Championship after Seth Rollins first became champion, and then Roman Reigns became champion. And sadly, Roman Reigns is a 3-time champion already. 3-time champion within like 5 months, which is pathetic. Anyways, Dean Ambrose, the third and final Shield member to become champion. Very happy for the guy. You, Dean Ambrose, you definitely deserve it. And then we had Shane McMahon come out on Raw, and first we had Roman Reigns come out. He got booed heavily. He got booed a lot. Then Seth Rollins, and then they started chanting at Roman when he's in the ring with Dean, and he's saying, "I'm very happy. I'm very happy for you, Dean." The crowd didn't care. They started booing Roman more, and then they started chanting, "You can't wrestle at him." And then Reigns, I'm sure, got a little pissed, because then he told a fan to shut up, and a couple guys, he said a couple guys chanting this at me. He goes, "Just shut up and drink your beer, or drink more beer." That was pretty funny. And then Seth Rollins comes out. He gets a big pop. And then Shane McMahon comes out and says, "Tonight, we're going to see Seth Rollins against Roman Reigns in the main event. The winner will become the new #1 contender to face Dean Ambrose at Battleground." So that was a good first opening segment. Up next, we had Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. This was very good. One of their pay-per-view matches, I think at Payback or Extreme Rules, that match was better on pay-per-view, but this wasn't bad either. Sami Zayn wins. I was pretty surprised by that. Sami Zayn picks up the victory, and then Kevin Owens, of course, attacks him after the match. Beats him down, and they start brawling, and referees come out, officials come out, try to break it up. And the brawl goes on to the commercial. Come back from commercial, they're backstage, and they're still trying to fight each other, and fight forever, and get at each other. It was pretty good. Up next, we had People Power. John Laurinaitis. Little Johnny. Not Big Johnny. Tiny Little Johnny he is. At least that's what his wife says. The Bella's mother is actually John Laurinaitis' wife. I don't know if she says that. I'm just making a joke. He's not Big Johnny. People Power. John Laurinaitis. I believe he used to run Monday Night Raw. I don't think he ran SmackDown. I think he was a Raw GM. And the People Power era was stupid. I wasn't happy to see John Laurinaitis back. The guy's super boring. I hate his voice. I hate how he talks. He sucks. And then Shane McMahon comes out, thankfully, to save the segment. Shane comes out and says, "John, what are you doing here? You're not going to run SmackDown, and you're not going to run Raw." Shane says, "I'm going to run SmackDown." And then Shane says, he said this later to Jericho. Shane said, "I'll probably be running both shows." I don't think I'll be running both, but that's what he said. So then John Laurinaitis didn't want to go away, but Shane McMahon got rid of him. Up next, we had Enzo Amore and Big Cash come out for a tag match. They are super over. Enzo Amore and his catchphrases, super over as always. SAWFT, what Big Cash does, that's always super over, and it's damn fun to do it along with them. In January, I saw Enzo and Big Cash live. They did all their catchphrases. It was fucking epic, and it was really fun to do along with them. If you go to a live show, hopefully Enzo and Cash are on the live show, because it's fun as hell to do that along with them. Because it's just fun. It's something that Enzo and Cash get the crowd involved in. It's damn fun to do it. It's a reason to go to a live event. Basically, Enzo and Cash against the Vaudevillains. They've been feuding for a little bit. Enzo and Cash win. Very happy about that. They deserve the win. Up next, we had AJ Styles. And AJ was coming out next to cut a promo and talk about last night. AJ calls out the club because he tells them he wants an apology for what they did last night by interfering. I didn't understand this segment. It was kind of pointless, but whatever. I don't know why AJ wanted an apology, but whatever. it wasn't pointless because after the match with Anderson, AJ and Luke Gallows interfered and attacked John Cena, so that was good. I didn't see that because I had to go outside to get my cat in the house. Anyways, AJ and John Cena, the segment was okay. It was okay. And it went it felt like it went over 10 minutes. And then up next, what was next? Anderson versus John Cena. I saw a little bit of this match. I didn't see what happened at the end, so I asked people on Twitter what happened. They told me, thank you all for telling me. John Cena wins by DQ because AJ and the club and Gallows interfered. I'm sure we're going to see maybe Cena versus the club at Battleground or Cena versus AJ again. Up next, we had Seth Rollins backstage with JoJo. Did an interview. His pretty good stuff from Rollins. The guy's a great talker. Up next, then, we had Becky Lynch backstage being interviewed by Renee Young. And then Becky looked like she was about to cry. I felt really sorry for her. But then she started saying, I'm only going to give people one shot, one chance, and one strike, and they're out. I'm not going to trust people anymore. They get only one strike now. And then Natalya from behind, again, attacks Becky Lynch and beats her down. It was pretty sad. I felt bad for Becky. And then Natalya says something, I forget what she said to her, but she said something. Like, I'm also changed and I'm not going to trust people either, or something like that. Then we had Baron Corbin against Zack Ryder, which was pretty damn boring. End of days was hit, Corbin wins. Up next we had the women's title on the line, the WWE Women's Championship on the line. They promoted it before Raw, I believe, and said Paige is getting a title shot because last week she defeated Charlotte in a non-title match. So Paige up against Charlotte, women's title. Dana Brooke, of course, I came up with a new name for her. Dana Broke-Ass Brooke was at ringside with the champion Charlotte. Why? I don't know. She should have been banned from ringside. But Dana Broke-Ass Brooke got involved, interfered, but then she got thrown out from ringside. She got thrown out and Paige was distracted by her being thrown out. And then Paige got hit with natural selection. 1, 2, 3, Charlotte retains the championship. That was expected. I expected Charlotte to retain. She should stay the champion until Sasha Banks defeats her or Bayley comes up to the main roster and defeats her. Those are two of the women that should be the next women's champion, is Sasha or Bayley. I think it's going to be Sasha because then Dana Brooke comes back to the ring and raises Charlotte's hand. Charlotte has the championship up in the air, and then Sasha Banks' music hits, and I fucking marked out. I loved it because I'm a big Sasha Banks fan. Big fan of her. She, as I said in the beginning, she is my current #1 favorite woman in the WWE to watch. There are others like Bayley and Asuka, and I like Charlotte also. But I was missing Sasha Banks, the boss. I was missing her a lot because she was off TV about over a month. Felt longer. Felt like 2 months. So very, very happy Sasha Banks is back. And the boss is back to do it like a boss and take over and become women's champion, hopefully. So Sasha returns. Dana Brooke comes running at her. Bam, forearm to the face. Dana Brooke falls on her broke ass. And then Sasha gets in the ring, goes after Charlotte. Paige, I believe, is still taken out, laid out or knocked out. But then Sasha tries to hit the bang statement and lock it on, but of course Charlotte runs away like the scared heel that she is. And then in the ring, Sasha picks up the championship and Paige raises her arm. Paige and Sasha side by side is pretty fucking awesome. Thank God Sasha Banks is finally back on TV. Thank God. because she has been missed. At least she's been missed by me, because I'm a Sasha Banks fan. Up next, we had a Wyatt family, very short promo backstage, or short video package, where Bray Wyatt basically said, "We're here." And then it cut off, went to commercial. And then up next, we had the Wyatt family's music hit. Fireflies in the arena went up in the air, everybody's phone and their lights. It was pretty awesome when all those fireflies come out. It's a great look on TV. I'm sure it looks better live in person in the arena. Wyatt family comes out. Bray Wyatt, first thing he says is, Bray says, "Y'all have missed me." And then big pop for Bray Wyatt. Fans really missed him. I missed him. The guy's injured, I believe, on a European tour, I think after WrestleMania. So then the Wyatt family only gets to talk. Bray Wyatt talks only about 1-2 minutes. And then the New Day's music hits. This was a great segment. It was short and it was sweet. It was pretty damn entertaining. New Day comes out, talks, cuts their promo against the Wyatts, so they're teasing the Wyatts against the New Day, probably a battleground for the tag titles. You could have all three Wyatts in the match. Make it a 6-man tag, put the tag titles on the line. And maybe Bray Wyatt and the Wyatts two of them maybe will become tag champs. I'm not sure yet. But New Day versus Wyatt family at Battleground, I am all for that. I think that'd be entertaining as hell. So then after that, Bray says the New Day, after this segment, at the end, Bray says the New Day has failed. Or New Day fails. Something like that. And then they go to commercial. And then we have Coach Bob Backlund in a video segment, or video package. Coach Bob Backlund and Darren Young, and let's make Darren Young great again. Well, instead of making him great again, just have the guy fucking debut already. I mean, he already debuted in WWE, but just have him come on TV already. Quit doing these. Quit promoting let's make Darren Young great again. You've been promoting it for 2 months. It's time to get the guy on TV and give him some TV time. And I don't know if Bob Backlund will be with him at ringside for every match. I have no clue, because I don't know if Bob Backlund wants to travel on the road every week. But Bob Backlund, to me, Coach Bob Backlund is entertaining as hell. The guy makes me laugh because he's insane. Then we have up next Lana and Rusev. Lana's standing in the ring saying, "Here's my fiance, the U.S. champion Rusev." And Lana looked gorgeous as always. My God, she's smoking hot. Rusev comes out, talks for a little bit, and then Titus O'Neil is, I believe, backstage being interviewed and says, "You disrespect my family, you disrespect my kids. Nobody ever disrespects my family." And Titus is pissed. He goes running out to the ring and attacks Rusev, and they start brawling, and Titus gets the better of Rusev. Titus beats down Rusev pretty good. Up next, we had Y2J backstage with Shane McMahon. This was weird, because Y2J starts telling Shane, "I hate you. You're the only McMahon that I hate the most. I really dislike you." And Shane was saying, "Why is that?" And he's saying, "Well, you canceled the highlight reel." Well, thank God he did, because it was old and played out. So then Jericho keeps saying, "All you McMahons, or you're the worst McMahon out of all of them." Well, I thought you made fun of Stephanie and bashed her for about 15 years, 16 years, and now you hate Shane the most? Weird. I don't know, Y2J is like bipolar. The guy's weird. How he acts, his character. So then, up next, we had the main event. Dean Ambrose on commentary, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Thankfully, Dean Ambrose got the night off. He deserved it. He really deserved the night off. The guy competed in a Money in Bank ladder match, and then he had to compete and to cash in. But he was only in the ring about 3 minutes. But still, he had to come out twice on Money in the Bank. So Ambrose, as a new champion, the guy was probably sore. He needed the night off. Also, Cesaro, Del Rio might have injured his knee at Money in the Bank, that nasty spot where he bounced off the top rope. I believe he injured his knee, because I saw a picture of him on the outside of the ring and he was holding his knee and he looked like he was in a lot of pain. So I hope Del Rio, I hope his knee isn't injured really bad. I hope he didn't tear an ACL or MCL or something like that, because that would suck for Del Rio. It would really suck if he's taken out for 4 to 6 months. I don't want to see that happen to Del Rio. Del Rio's a great talent. I'm a fan of his. I don't want to see the guy injured and gone for a couple months. Cesaro also was probably sore and banged up. So he was off of Raw. But maybe worked Superstars. I don't know. Who else was in Money in the Bank? Jericho took the night off also. But Zayn and Owens didn't. Anyways, Dean Ambrose really deserved the night off, and he really deserves to be champion. And hopefully WWE gives Dean Ambrose a good reign and a good run as champion. Hopefully they let the guy take the ball and run with it for a while, because I do not want to see Roman Reigns win back the title. That would be pretty fucking stupid if they did that, because the fans would just continue to boo him and not like it. They don't want the fans don't want Roman as champion. Maybe a couple of people do, but not the majority of fans want to see Roman as champion. To me, he was a boring champion. Dean Ambrose, way more entertaining, 100 times better on the mic and in the ring. Dean Ambrose is just, the guy's loved by a lot of fans. Ambrose is loved way more than Reigns. If they go back to Reigns, give him the championship, that is taking like fucking 10 steps backwards. That would not be good for the company. They need to stay with Ambrose or go with Rollins again as champion. So the main event, Rollins versus Reigns again for the second night. But this time it was a Raw main event, and it was pretty damn good. It was entertaining. As I said, it was a good main event. Dean Ambrose was on commentary. He was entertaining on commentary. During the match, right before the end, you had Rollins get speared by Roman Reigns on the outside, speared over the Spanish announce table. They both go falling under the table. And I knew right there it was going to be a count out. Ref was counting up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They could not get back in the ring, so it was a double count out. Lillian Garcia announces, this is a double count out. There is no winner. So then Shane McMahon's music hits. The crowd pops. They're excited because Shane says, no, this is not going to happen. We are going to have a number one contender. Shane was probably about to restart the match, but Ambrose, the lunatic that he is, gets on the mic and says, no, Shane, no. We're going to do this my way. We're going to do this my way because I'm champion and I'm doing it my way. I'm doing things the way I want to do them. Ambrose says, I'll take on both of them at the same time. I don't care. Just give me both of them at the same time. And Shane says, well, I agree. He goes, you want both of them at the same time? Okay. You're going to get that. At Battleground, it's going to be a Shield triple threat. Reigns versus Rollins versus Ambrose at WWE Battleground for the World Heavyweight Championship. Ambrose defending. My only problem with this is I think it's too soon. And I think they're rushing it too soon. They don't need to rush the Shield triple threat. They do not have to rush it up to make it happen at Battleground. They should save it for SummerSlam. They really should save it for SummerSlam. That's my opinion. feels like they're rushing the Shield triple threat. That's just my opinion. It feels rushed. If you, whatever you think, whatever your opinion is, write it under this video in comments. Or tell me what you think about it. If you feel it's rushed, tell me on Twitter at TNAWWE guy. Tweet me. Also, the three-way triple threat, Shield triple threat, is taking place at Battleground. I think they should hold off until SummerSlam. But that's just me. I guess they want to do it at Battleground to get some more subscriptions for the network. I don't know why they have to do it at Battleground. It should be saved. A match of that caliber should be saved for SummerSlam 2016, not Battleground. But whatever. I guess it's going to happen at Battleground. We got, I believe, 3 to 4 more Monday Night Raws before Battleground. Maybe it will change, and maybe it won't be a triple threat. I don't know. Anyways, if it does happen at Battleground, I'll be happy and I'll be excited to watch it at Battleground. But I think they should hold off until SummerSlam. But they probably won't. Hope you enjoyed my Raw Phoenix review. Follow me on Twitter at TNAWWE guy, also at NXTWWE guy. Hope you enjoyed my review. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, watch all my videos in my playlists. Bye for now, everybody.